Okay, then, guys, welcome back to the W number. Hopefully, everything sounds good, looks good. I'll wait for everybody to tap in. Somebody tell me if it sounds good. Let me know if this sounds good, guys, and then we're gonna start this shit. We got some fire stuff to talk about today. Me and Billy are on a mission.
Absolutely. What's going on, everybody? What's happening?
We'll pull this a little closer. You got that?
me-
Here, pull it. No, oh yeah, there you go. Perfecto mundo. What's going on, guys, man? Let me know if this is coming through. It's not even on there yet. Okay, there it goes.
Yeah.
Took a little while to kick in, dude. I don't know what that was. That was weird.
Right?
So we're here now. What's going on, guys?
What's
Hopefully
happening?
everybody can hear us and see us well. Can you hear me? Let me know if the sound is good, guys. I know I've been saying that for like 5 minutes, I feel like. Dude, because it took forever to kick in, bro.
It did. It definitely did.
Richmond, Virginia, bitch, salute. In this, Richmond, Virginia. Okay, then. Okay, then. Okay, then. Yeah, we're having a slumber party. No, we're in my daughter's room, bro. We're in my daughter's room because this is the only place we can really set up like that. Sound is good. Okay, then. Billy, what's the word, man? How you doing today?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing good today, man. What's going on, everybody? How's everyone doing?
Yeah, word. So welcome to the W number. We got some fire content to be shared with you today. I'm going to read you a little something real quick before we start because I think it's super dope, bro, right? Check this out. The process of recovery is a lot like training for a title bout in boxing or preparing for a marathon. These activities require a great deal of endurance and strict discipline for those who want to win. No one ever said recovery would be easy. And Paul makes it clear that growing in our relationship with God can be tough. If we want to succeed in recovery and grow spiritually, we need to focus on those goals. We need to give up the destructive activities that will slow us down and train rigorously. If we recognize that these things won't be easy at the outset of our program and persevere toward our eternal prize, we will experience God's power in the freedom of recovery. Pretty fire, bro. I thought that was pretty good. So I wanted to share it with you.
Strong message for sure.
Hell yeah. So how's everybody doing tonight? Where are you tapping in from? Hit the like button. If you want, you could become a member for $2.99, dude. That's
worth it. Well worth it.
For real. And I put a lot of fucking effort into those members only content videos. So yeah. So anyways, man, the subject tonight is Suboxone and methadone. And it's just the journey, bro. Like it's not about the drug itself. It's about us taking it. And what we do and how we act and what we've been through. You know what I mean? So Billy, what is your struggle with, or what was your journey with Suboxone anyway?
So I got on Suboxone when I came home from the feds this time, right? And I got on it. Like, it was crazy how easy it was for me to get on it, by the way. Like, I basically told them what I needed and they just gave it to me.
Right, dude. I feel like a lot of doctors do that, but then the doctors I've seen lately, bro, like it's been super hard for me to get any type of medication from them.
Yeah, well, I think they're cracking down on a lot of that stuff because, I mean, the doctors was definitely out of control. Like I said, when I came home, I went to the doctors and told them everything I needed. This is what I need here. Give me that. And they gave it to me. No problem. You know what I mean? But I got on the Suboxone because, like, so I was in a negative space, you know, mentally at the time. It was like early when I come home, you know, and so I had talked to my fiance Jess about it and said, listen, I think I need to do this before I slip. Like I felt myself getting ready to go left. So I said, I'm going to take a preemptive strike. You know, I'm going to get on the Suboxone, but I'm only using it as a crutch. You know what I mean? Like I'm not getting on it to stay on it. I'm not getting on it to get high legally, none of that stuff. Right. Because a lot of people do that.
Word, bro.
I misuse their medication.
Dude, when every morning when I go to the clinic, it's like going through the gauntlet. Motherfuckers are like, yo, I got Klonopins, I got Neurontin.
Yeah.
If you have any type of urges and you're going to the clinic,
yeah,
it's not going to be good for you, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's an area to stay away from. But it's like, how do you go there? How do you do this if you're on a medication like that and you need it, but you have to go through all that to get it?
Right. Well, it stinks because there are people that use it correctly and do need it, and it does work. Like I'm not one of them people, you know, that dispute, oh, you're not sober because you're on assisted medication or whatever. I don't agree with that at all. You know what I mean? I think if you're doing the right thing and you're using it correctly, and you're doing what you're supposed to in life, you're sober.
Word.
You know what I mean? So, but like you said, going to the clinic. The clinic used to be that was my morning show when I was in South Bay.
Yeah.
In my cell, I could see right down to that street.
Word.
So I would just sit there every morning, have my coffee, and watch, and be like, who's on the clinic now? I see what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, dude. That must be super weird, just being in that jail and being able to look down on all your old stomping grounds. Like,
oh man, sometimes it was torture. You know,
Yeah.
you'd be like a day, like you're depressed or something. Like you could look out the window in some units and see the monument, the Bunker Hill Monument.
Yeah.
Not the Bunker Hill. I apologize. That's in Charlestown. The monument in Southie, you know what I mean? The Dorchester Monument.
yeah.
But you could see it. Like I'm like, man, like I'm right there. I'm home, you know. But anyway, back to the Suboxone, right? So when I got on the clinic, you know, I did that. Like I said, I went on there with the mentality like I'm not staying on this. I'm not using it to get high and all that. So they prescribed me 6 a day. No, I'm wrong. 3 a day. 3 a day. One strip in the morning, one in the afternoon, one at night. That's what I was prescribed. I never took that though. I took a half a strip. Like when I first started taking them, I would take a half a strip in the morning, a half a strip at night. And then, you know, once I started to like settle in and kind of figure things out a little bit, you know what I mean? And life started getting a little bit easier for me and a little better. Like that's when I started. I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna break it down.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You feel like, look at, so a lot of people have taken like in prison, for instance, right? Everybody takes Suboxone to fucking get high and shit, right? And so it's kind of giving it a bad rap, I think.
Well, even out here, people are taking it to get high out here.
Yeah.
Like people that are taking, you know, I know people right now personally, you know, that take 5-6 strips a day. Like that's insane. I don't think anyone needs to take 3 a day. And they prescribe that.
I take a quarter and I'll be straight, bro.
Like, bro, if I took a whole strip, I'd be dead.
Whoops.
You know what I mean? Like literally, like I would be out of it for day. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
But like I see them eating them like candy. So they're taking them to legally get high. And they're like, oh, well, it's prescribed to me. I need it. It's keeping me clean. No, but you're nodding out every 2 seconds when you're talking to me, you know?
So let me ask you about being in the feds, right? So was there people in the feds that were, because I know there was a lot of different types of drugs out there.
Oh my God, everything.
Yeah. What kind
everything
of
and everything.
Yeah. So did they even do Suboxone out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Suboxone's a big moneymaker in every federal prison.
So even
it's just easier to get in than most stuff.
Even with all those other drugs, they still did that.
Yeah.
So it's probably because Suboxone is somewhat therapeutic too, because I took it when I was in there, bro. Like shit was so tough sometimes. Like there was days where I'm like, man, fuck, dude, I hate my fucking life. So if I do a little piece and work out, it like, you know, that's what it is, bro.
Listen, but when you see, for me, like when you're in prison, because I took Suboxone, I got high. I did the 10-year federal sentence. 8 out of that 10 years, I got high and or drank every day.
Damn, kid.
Every day. You know what I mean? No word of a lie. Every day.
Damn.
Like whether we were on lockdown, it didn't matter.
No bullshit.
I could fish to any cell in the unit.
No bullshit. I did the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
I was a vicious alcoholic on my first bid, dude. I love drinking, dude.
Yeah.
And you could smell the booze coming into the Sally Port. Like it smelled like an old bar rag.
Right.
Bro, like it was really flooded with alcohol.
Bro. And it's terrible. Like if you like, you know, the stuff is terrible.
I think it's great. I thought it was great. Anyways, you can make really good booze.
I mean, some people can make really good stuff. Like the Shine, have you ever had Shine?
Hell yeah, bro. The clear.
The clear. Oh my goodness.
Man, people make clear
like
up
when
there.
They make it right too. Oh, like I was fortunate. I had a cellie who him and his dad had they caught a case for making methamphetamines.
Yeah.
Right at home. But they were big. Like he used to love watching like all them like Gold Diggers and like all them like weird like shows like what because this dude could make anything, he could fix anything. But him and his dad would make homebrew at his house. So
really?
This dude knew what he was doing.
No bullshit. When I first got out, I made a batch.
Yeah?
Yeah, I made a batch.
That's funny. I think, you know what? After my first statement, I did it.
Yeah.
After my first statement, I did it.
Because it's
just to show somebody.
Word, bro. Because it is such, you can make such fire booze. Like, it's like, people don't even believe, like, you get drunk like that. Like, it's a fact.
Dude, we were on lockdown in Hazleton one time, and my cellie was like, "Bro, let's make a batch." You know what I mean? I was like, "All right, let's do it." And I'm like, "We don't have nothing to do it with. Like, we've been locked down for weeks, so no one's got commissary, right?"
Yeah.
And like, So he's like, dude, we can do it out of bananas, jellies, and water.
Yo, fact, bananas are fire.
And
It's
I
all
said,
sugar.
yeah, it's all sugar, right?
Yeah.
So I go, all right. So he's like, start saving your bananas in the morning. And we started sending kites to other people. Save your bananas, save your, your jelly, send them over. And we boom, couple days goes by, a few days, we stack up a bunch of them. We make it. It came out pink, bro. Like that, it was pink. You know? Like I was like, it looked like some real liquor. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And it was gas.
Yeah.
Dude, we were fishing, like it was so crazy. In fact, like if you looked out your door sometimes, you'd see a line going from the bottom tier across the unit up to the top tier.
Yeah.
A line's going over this way. Like everyone's fishing.
Yeah.
Dude. I don't care where you are, you can get it. Like the Mexicans, they know how to like flip the cod.
Yeah.
So that it pops up over the railing. You know what I mean? They're beast at it.
Yeah.
So I used to have a Mexican up here, like, yo, I need you to grab something for me.
Yeah.
He'd come over, rail it up there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we just put it in baggies and fish it out underneath.
Yeah.
You see baggies going through the unit, the cops would come out of the thing and just be looking like
coffee bags, right?
Dude.
The coffee bags?
Yeah.
You put in coffee bags?
No.
That's how we had to do it.
Sometimes we put it in the clear little baggies, just a little bag, so you could see the, you know what I mean? Like,
yo, it was so bad in the Max, right? They took away soda. So we couldn't even get bottles. Like we would put it in bags.
Yeah.
There was bottles, but it was not soda. Like it was not the good soda. Like it was
Right.
water. So we had to just start using bags, coffee bags.
The coffee
rice
bags are really to me, those are the best things to fish with though, because they stay a lot. You know what I mean? Then you can't fit a lot in them, but
Right.
I mean they're just easy to.
So what kind of how did speaking about the Mexicans, because I'm super interested in the Mexican mafia and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like what kind of shit were they on up there? Like
So like I mean everywhere they go they're pretty much the same. Like they try to implement, California rules, like California prison rules and politics on every yard they go to. They try to make that happen, but like
why though? Why California rules?
Because most of them are from Cali. Most of them, the Mexican mafia dudes, they're from Cali. That's where they do all their time. Most of them, you know what I mean. So those are the West Coast politics. Like when you go even in the Fed, if you go to a joint on the West Coast, you're pretty much into California politics, you know what I mean? And then it's just way different over on the East Coast. Like so, like their politics, like the white guys will run with the Mexicans, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so if anything ever jumps off, the Mexicans get into it with anyone, the whites are gonna be there, and vice versa.
Yeah.
But like on the East Coast, we don't do that. Like, because in all honesty, like some Mexican dude's problem isn't my problem, bro.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna get killed or have to kill somebody for some Mexican dude that I don't know.
Yeah.
Just because, like, no.
Like I just ran into Tommy Boyes. He was in Hazleton Penitentiary, or he was in what was it called? The one in it's down south somewhere, man. It was one of the roughest. He said there were stabbings every day in the yard.
Beaumont,
exactly. Bloody Beaumont. Yep.
Yeah.
But he said there was stabbings every single day in the yard. Bro.
Hazleton was the same way. Hazleton, West Virginia.
How does that even go down like that? Like, how do they like this? Like, how does it even happen? Like, people just walk out to the yard with knives. They have metal detectors.
You got to go through metal detectors everywhere in the Fed to get on the unit, to go to the yard, to go to the chow hall, to go into the library area, anything.
Yeah,
you got to go. But dudes have floaters. You get plexiglass knives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or honestly, the best thing in the world to me was the drumsticks. You get them from like the over the music place, because they're so solid. They're hard. You sharpen them down to a point.
Yeah.
Oh, they're vicious.
Like Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, they're vicious things. And they go, they're never gonna stop that metal detector.
Yeah.
It's like having an ice pick.
Yeah.
And things are sick. I used to get them from like the natives and stuff. They used to get them for me.
What are you guys up to, man? I feel like talking to the chat tonight. Like one of these things, like I feel like I need therapy right now. Like,
yeah, I'm down with it. We could talk about whatever, man. Just let's talk.
Yo, so check it out, right? I've been kind of struggling a little bit mentally lately, like where I get so fucking like overwhelmed that I stop. I don't know, man. Like I don't even want to sound like I'm being negative or something, but like for instance, quitting cigarettes.
Yep.
I quit cigarettes and then I'm fucking like I get so pissed off and so fucking aggravated that I'll just power smoking cigarettes and be like, fuck this, like self-destruction type.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like fuck this shit, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I guess we won't change. We won't
it's like
get
a stress reliever though. That's what it is. You go reach for it for the stress as a stress reliever.
Word,
but I think that happens to all of us. You know what I mean? Like especially early in, like, we've only been out a few years. Like I've been out under 5 years. You know what I mean? Just under 5 years.
Word.
You've been out for
2 years, bro. I'm like a baby in this
my
shit,
first 2 years were my first 2.5 years, maybe even 3.
Hey guys,
rough.
thank you, Jeanette. Thank you, Jeanette. Bry Guy, Lewis Alves, man. Bry, Sungo. I don't even know what your name is, Sungo, man. But yeah, all you guys that are in the chat, man, thank you for showing up. Hit the like button.
Absolutely, we
Thank you,
appreciate
bro.
it, everybody.
Word.
Jump in the conversation whenever you want.
Yeah, fact, bro. Like, if anybody's out there struggling like me, I want to know, bro, that
Yeah.
I'm not alone, because
It's
really,
important.
yeah, do what it is, because sometimes I don't even know what to say about it. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm being negative. I don't want to get on here and then like have like 2 people and then like they're not really even enjoying the conversation. They're just like here to support or something. I want, people to at least enjoy the conversation, but also, interact. I want to know what people are going through too. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
100%, because there's tons of us out there. Like all these people in the chat, I'm sure have gone through this at one time or another, or know someone that has. You know what I mean? Because it's tough. Like I said, my first few years home were rough, man. A lot of ups and downs. You know what I mean? A lot of ups and downs and struggles. And that's when we get. Sometimes there was many times during them first couple of years where I was like, man, I just want to say fuck it.
Word, bro.
You know what I mean? And like I'd have to, I'd either run into somebody like right at that time where I was just ready to be like, fuck everything. And I'd run into someone like just at that time that like, and have a conversation and be like, you know what, I'm all right.
Like for me,
you know what I mean? It's
yeah,
just, you gotta talk it out.
It's not about drugs. Like I don't ever feel like, oh, I'm gonna fucking go crash out and get high, but I feel like I'm gonna crash out, get into a fight, dude. Right. Like I get so aggravated. I just want to punch somebody in the fucking face sometimes, bro. Like
when I got denied for the job, which I was gonna let everyone know anyway at some point in a video, but like the job I was waiting for the reentry coordinator thing for the sheriff's department. Like I was set on that. Like I thought for sure that was my job.
Yeah.
And then politics got in the way, and it come down to me and one woman, and she had been there for 20 years and in their union already. And politics came in and I lost out. Like I got screwed out of a job I would have been great at.
Right.
And that day was just a week ago. Like that day was a tough day. Like I texted Jess immediately and was like, you know what? I was like, I want to stream. I want to break something. I want to hit somebody. Like all of them things right now. Like that's how I feel right now.
Bro, the video
I had to keep myself super busy all day. And bro, like
the video I just made, right? The video I just made about working out last night, where I screamed. I had a few different videos where I just had the phone and I'm screaming. Ah! I was so frustrated, bro. It's like, relationships are super hard, bro. Being out here, not knowing shit and no one understanding super hard, bro. It's like, and then like you're trying to get the feedback and the engagement from people that this is my therapy. So I'm like, and then you don't get it. And it's like, damn, man, like, what am I doing wrong? Like, why the fuck is this so hard out here? It's super easy to go rob a bank. It's super easy to go get high. It's super easy to just start smoking cigarettes until I fucking can't breathe no more or something. Like,
it's super easy to do prison time. In all honesty, doing time is easy if you know how to do it and you know how to move and carry yourself.
Yeah, and you know what to expect every single day.
Out here.
Super hard, bro.
That's why I know I said it in my video that we put out on the members only thing. Like, bro, like life is tough, man. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of shit that comes at you.
Yeah.
And how we deal with it though, like and the way that we navigate around it, right? Which you've been doing an amazing job. Like, in all honesty, like just from the time that I've known you, from the very beginning, first conversation I ever had with you to today, like I've seen huge leaps like of change and growth and just the way your mindset is and like how you want people to perceive you and how, you know what I mean?
Bro, because the only thing is like, so what I've done my whole life, right? So, because I got locked up when I, obviously I went in when I was 13. And I basically came out when I was 16 and a half. Then I went on the run. And I was on the run for like almost 2 years. And then or 18 months or something like that. Then I got locked up when I was like just about to turn 19 and I got out when I was 36.
Right.
So it's like I have had very little time on the streets. When I spent my formative years inside of some of the worst prisons.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, that's where I learned how to be a man. And so all my values and all my morals come from a facility, an alternative reality.
100%.
You know what I mean?
No,
and like,
100%.
So changing it all is very hard.
It's a process.
Yeah. And then you get out and you're on probation, you're on parole, whatever it is. And I'm on probation.
Right.
And I have a life sentence hanging over my head.
Right.
You know what I mean? If I violate, their option is to give me a life sentence, 20 to life.
Yep.
So it's like the pressure's on, you know
100%.
what I mean? And so now I got to live good or go there forever. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to just do my best. But at the same time, it's like I'm in a relationship. I have a baby on the way. I'm trying to financially provide for myself. I put so much work into this podcast.
Right.
It's unbelievable.
It's a lot of things to juggle, man.
Dude,
I'm
nobody
telling you.
understands just how much work I put into this.
Right.
Like these lives are
Oh, it's a lot. I seen like
But-
I could tell you guys like just watching them when we were working on the video that I just recently did that you're editing for us.
Yeah.
And like just watching how he does it and what he does and what
Mm.
he has to do and what goes into it. It is a lot. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I don't edit, you know what I mean, videos. Like I don't know how to do that stuff. So, you know what I mean? He takes on a bigger load as well. So
Hey,
That's a
Danny,
lot.
bro, I love you, bro. You already know what time it is.
Danny, salute.
Danny's another one out there trying really hard to fucking do the right thing and learn all over again. Like,
Yeah.
because there's so many of us, dude.
It's tough, man. Why? Honestly, that's what the only reason I started the group that I started with the Don't Be a Prisoner to Your Past
Mm.
is specifically because of that reason. I was like that in my first couple years home, and I struggled. I wanted to quit. I wanted to give up on life many times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I went through a lot of ups and downs, but little by little built my team, my people that I want around me, that I trust around me,
Right.
that I know want me to do good.
Right.
You know, that's the key right there. is
Yeah.
putting the right people, but the right people seem to. I swear, like everything happens for a reason, right? The
Word,
right
bro.
people come into your life at the right people at the right time.
Yeah.
Me and you meeting like
Mm.
we rarely met at Debbie's funeral at
Yeah,
Sally, God
yeah.
rest Debbie's soul,
Yeah.
and our boy Sally's sister's funeral. Like that's
Yeah.
when we really met.
Word.
Like, and I take that, like I took that as a sign,
Yeah.
you know, and Jess and I had talked about this and I told her and she was like, you're right. You know, like, cause I took that as a sign, like, you know what I mean? Like Debbie gave her life up for us to meet each other,
Mm.
to make things happen, like
Word.
for us to continue to grow this friendship and grow this business and really do something good for people,
Mm.
you know?
The support circle thing, right?
Mhm.
So in prison, I built my team around different things. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
who's gonna have my back?
Who's gonna fight when it's time to fight?
Yo,
right.
because you need people there that are not gonna shy away when you start getting stabbed by like 5 different
Yeah.
black dudes or Spanish, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like if you're getting jumped or something like that, you need somebody that's not gonna be scared and that's gonna get in that and help you out
100%.
because it could be life saving.
Without a doubt.
So out here, I'm looking for similar things, but it's not the same. You know what I mean? Like I'm looking
different,
for someone
right.
that's gonna have my back that would die for me. That's a real friend, someone
Right.
who will give up your life and die for you.
100%.
But at the same time, I need people that are also, you know, smart enough to know when to coach me not to do something stupid, or like they have the
Absolutely.
wherewithal of the street smarts. Like,
right.
you know, they've been out here, they have the experience of being free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they know how to do certain things. Cause like I don't know how to do so many different things. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
you got guys that are scared to talk about it because they don't want to lose their business. They don't want to lose the support because you can't even get a loan from a bank
Right.
if they think that you're a liability, if you're going in and out of prison, or if you've been to prison, whatever. Like they're gonna fucking deny you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I got a guy like that had to start a business. He did his whole life. He did it like us. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But then he got out and he did his thing, bro. Like really did his thing. But he's not ready to talk about it yet because he's so worried about, you know, the view, like how it's gonna be perceived and shit. But
Right.
like he knows so much about how to do this shit, bro. Like, and I think it's super important for all of us to hear. And I want him to tell it. But like so many people like that, they're scared. Is what I'm saying is we need more people that have the balls to talk about it.
Yeah. Well, you got to think too. You know, there's a lot of them guys, like I said, a lot of guys are scared to talk about shit and say certain things or show certain emotions. You know what I mean? Because it's that you know, they may have a certain reputation or they want themselves to be perceived a certain way.
Mm,
They feel they need to be perceived a certain way, right?
word.
But in reality, like, and it takes a while to shake that prison mentality off. I
Mm.
think, you know, it took a while for me to shake it off. And some things I still have, you know what I mean? I got to
Right.
catch myself.
Yeah.
It's a work in progress, right?
Yeah.
It takes time. But like, I feel like I've kind of got over the hump of some of those things, like the stuff you're going through now.
Mm,
I was going through all that. Like I felt like all that, you know what I
Mm.
mean? Like, but I feel like I've kind of gotten over that hump and kind of once I, you know, really worked on myself and figured things out for me and got comfortable with me, I decided, you know what? This is what I want my life to look like.
yeah.
And things are comfortable, man. But
So,
like,
let me keep it totally funky with you right now, right? I'm at a place in my head where I've recently been thinking about, you know, suicide. I can't say the whole word.
I know, I already know it.
Where like I'm thinking about like it would be better for other people if I just hang it up because like I can be stressful to be around because
Mhm.
I get so fucked in the head like that. My girl, I don't want my daughter to see me in bad moods. I don't want her to see me like isolating and shit like that. Like, but like the way I get, I don't even like, it's hard to explain, but it's like, I think that sometimes I'd be better off not even here. You know what I mean? And it would be easy to do because I think life is that hard sometimes.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure this out. I'm doing this. Everybody's watching me. And it's like, yes, I feel it. I know I can be an inspiration. I know I'm motivational. I know I've done a lot of things right, but at the same time, it's very hard. The pressure's on. And it's like, how do I do this in you know, I don't even know. That's just it, man. Like, how the fuck do I do this, bro? And not blow up and lose it all, end up back in prison.
Right. You do it. I mean, honestly, you do it exactly how you've been doing it. Right. You just keep moving forward. You keep making the right connections. You keep networking. You know what I mean? You gotta fuck what everyone else thinks.
Right, dude. That's really honestly what,
who cares what someone else thinks? You know what I mean? Like, I try to, like, we gotta all just be ourselves, man.
Word.
Like, if you don't like me for me, or you don't like what I'm doing, cool. You don't have to. Chances are I probably don't like you either. You know what I mean? So who cares? But that doesn't mean that you can't keep doing your thing and I can't keep doing my thing. Just keep it moving. You know what I mean? Like, we don't gotta say nothing negative about it. I don't like you, you don't like me. Keep it moving. Who cares what they think, man? Because that's a big thing that stops us from doing certain things, or you know what I mean? Like, stops us from saying certain things. Like, nah, fuck all that. You know what I mean? Like, prison's not where it's at, man. And like, you're destined for good things, man. Guys like us are still after everything that we've gone through in our lives, right? We're still alive. We're still sitting here. I have so many friends that are gone, you know what I mean, in the ground. Early on in life, you know what I mean? Like, but I'm still here.
Word.
There's a reason for that.
Hell yeah, bro. Like, I would never give it up, right? Because I know, look, I have accomplished so much, bro.
Right.
Like, there was a reason why I got locked back up when I went to Dartmouth. I went to Dartmouth and I started praying. I changed my life. Like, that's what really, you know, the beginning of it all. Like, I just got on my knees. I prayed. I felt my heart change. You know what I mean? I felt like my views of the world changed. When I got out, they sent me to the Hope House.
Right.
But it was like, I got kicked out of a place for swearing. I got kicked out for cussing.
Right.
And I'm thinking that's the worst thing that ever happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I went back to jail and I was like now facing that same thing again.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then it just turned out to be one of the best things that ever happened, because then I ended up in the Hope House. When I was in the Hope House, I'm watching this video on TV and it's like this dry, boring, fucking whack ass recovery video. And I'm like, dude, this ain't helping anybody in this room.
Right.
Everybody's looking at their phone. Everybody's looking at something else, fucking looking at their clock, trying to get out of here. Like, this shit is
like,
whack.
when is this over?
Right. So I'm like, I can do a better fucking job than this dude, right? And all I did was just start doing it, bro, because it's like about the action.
That's
know
it.
What I mean?
That's what it is. It's just
all
taking
about
that first step.
You're
right.
And so then I do it. I'm starting to fucking, you know, get my handle on it and shit like that. And I've ended up in a place where now, you know, things are looking really good. You know what I mean? So I know I've accomplished a lot. I know I've done a lot with my life, things that other people have not done. You know what I mean? I've done way more than most, you know? So I should be proud of myself, and I am proud of myself. At the end
should
of the
be
day,
100%. And the you know, I can't say the word, but the thing that you brought up, like, just so you know, like, you know, people wouldn't. So I just went through that a few weeks ago, like, literally stood at the edge of high tide and try to talk myself into just jumping in the water or falling in the water. You know, I was going through some stuff in my head, and I get them thoughts too a lot. Like, sometimes, oh, it'd be easier on Jess if I wasn't here, or it'd be easier for everyone else. It'd be better for this one. Like, but that's so far from the truth. Because all of these people that are in our lives right now, they rely on us heavy.
They need us, bro.
They do.
My daughter loves me to death. Like, Penelope, I love her so much. My daughter on the way. I know she's gonna need me, bro. Right?
100%.
My girl needs me at times. Like, the people like you and Daniel, all these people. Like, I've helped a lot of people too.
Absolutely.
And I'm not trying to pat myself on the back for it, but I'm just saying that I know, and I can see it from an outside view, that I am helping people. And I appreciate you guys telling me, like, Krupp, M. Addie Macca. I don't know what your real name is, but you said Maddie. I really appreciate you open up and start talking about mental health. It's a conversation we all need to start having more.
Salute.
I can relate, bro. I battled with serious mental health my whole life, and You know, sometimes I get afraid, like maybe people just think I'm soft or something because I'm
Right.
talking about this shit. You know what I mean? And that is really the truth, is that I'm afraid of what people think. You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
don't want them to think I'm soft. And then, you know, get a negative view of the channel or something, like, you
Right.
know what I mean? Like, think, whatever, you know. But like, the truth is that I've stood my ground in the toughest places on earth. You know what I
Right.
mean? I've stood all fucking 10 toes. I've done everything I'm supposed to fucking do, bro. I've always been solid, dude. I've moved on more motherfuckers in prison
Right.
than anybody that I know, right?
Yeah.
And everybody knows my name up in there, dude, right?
Yeah.
And now I'm out here and everybody's gonna know it, bro, but for a good reason, dude.
Exactly.
Not because I could smash you and break your jaw and punch your teeth out of your mouth, dude, right? But because I cannot do that. Because I can like
You can
stop
choose-
myself.
Well, that's the thing. You
You know
can
what I mean?
choose to not be that person. Choose to not do that. Like, bro, in all honesty, like I grew up fighting my whole life.
Word.
Right? I mean, but honestly, I hate to fight.
Mm.
I don't want to fight nobody. I don't want to have to fight. I'd rather not. If we can talk it out, let's talk it out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to fight nobody.
Yeah.
Like that's just that time's over with,
Yeah.
man. I'm just trying to live life. You know what I mean?
Word.
I'm trying to make things better for me, for my family, for my friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And do the best I can do to help other people, right?
Right.
Along that journey.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like some of the and it's funny because just because I'm a nice guy, just because I laugh a lot, I joke around a lot. Like
yeah.
I'm always I try to be a good dude and I try to joke a lot.
Mm.
I like to have fun. I like to enjoy life, right?
Word, bro. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean that I'm weak. That doesn't mean that I'm soft. Like,
Mm.
yeah, I'm a good guy. I'm easy to get along with, and I play around a lot. But if you test that,
Word.
you're gonna find out that tough guy is still in there.
Yo,
you
word.
know what I mean? So it's like you don't have to be, show how tough you are all the time. You know it. So who cares what anyone else thinks? You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like you're a tough dude.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
you
that's the
know
thing,
if
it's like-
somebody crosses that line, what's gonna happen.
right.
But you can keep that hidden from people. You
Oh,
don't have
dude,
to,
this is
you know
what I
mean?
think, right? Is that people don't know what they're walking into when they disrespect or they act stupid out here. In my head, I'm thinking this dude has no idea what the fuck I could do to him, right?
Right.
Or what I would do to him,
100%.
or it might be this close to doing to him, right? And the fact is that I can stop myself from doing that because this dude is so ignorant of the real consequences of this situation. Like he doesn't even know how lucky he is that I am changed. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so, and that's not saying that to be a cop-out. Like I've heard other people like, oh, I'm doing that to protect you from me, like trying to act tough and shit. I am not trying to act tough, bro.
Right.
Like that is not what I'm saying here, dude. Right. I'm just saying that there's people out here that have no idea the violence that I've seen, the violence that I've
right. No, of course. I
and-
mean, think about where you grew up, or the places
Right.
you grew up in.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
He's
Like
a little kid,
yeah,
you know?
and that's so when we're around that our whole lives, like I was in from 19 up to just a few years ago in my 40s. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like that's all my adult life. That's all I know. You know what I mean? And even as a kid, like I wasn't in prison as a kid, but I was around violence nonstop, whether it was at home, in the projects, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
So when you grow up in that, and that's it's all you know is chaos. It's all you know is violence.
Right.
Right. So it's not like I'm acting tough. No, this is just who I am.
I had to
That's what I
fight
know.
more. I had to fight way more because I was from the Cape. You know
And
what I mean?
absolutely 100%. Right. You got to prove yourself even harder. Yeah.
Bro, I was
get
a white boy from the Cape. When I first walked into Brockton Y, I was wearing a Black Magic skateboard t-shirt. That's like the grip tape
Yeah.
t-shirts.
Yeah.
I was a sponsored skateboarder.
right.
Like that's what I did. I drank, partied, skateboarded, and I was fucking like that. I fucked, and I partied. You know what I mean? Like that was my thing. But like these kids had no idea. Like they pushed me and they created a monster. You know what I mean? And so like I thought that that's what I had to be in order to get move in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's what I learned. But now I'm out here. I see the differences. I'm not stupid. I know what real life is, and I know how to move and shit. Like, but at the same time, I still want the respect, but I want it for a different reason. You know what I mean? But anyways, let's move on from this, bro. I feel like I'm fucking,
Yeah. Yeah. No, but it's good. I'm glad you brought it up. It was definitely a good conversation to have. Good thing to talk about. You know what I mean? Like my man said, it's mental health is a real issue, and we all go through it, man. Every one of us out there are going through it right now.
Word, bro. I'm gonna answer some of these things. Hyannis by way of Iowa 6 and Barnstable. Okay, Brandon. Hyannis, Hightown, baby.
Okay.
Chef Ken Burnham said, bro, Joe Schmo gets in a beef. He may be looking at a judge, Maddie. You put your hands on someone, you are on the first thing smoking the max.
Facts.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
Facts.
And that's another thing people don't even realize. Like people like us we don't pass go. We don't collect $200. We're right in the fucking max, dude. Like
right.
You know
It's
I mean?
not.
Like,
You're not going into anything once you get start getting into the higher prisons and the penitentiaries and like that's it. And
yeah, they always send you back
because you're judged by that paper in front of them. They don't even know who you are.
Word, bro.
You know.
Thank you, Fawn. Appreciate you. You said you're better when you're soft. It makes everything better. I appreciate that.
Like that, Fawn.
Yo, and Maddie Macca said, I will never give up. Faith in God, writing, learning, and exercising has helped me. Be proud of yourself, bro. To be able to handle everything you got going on is a testimony to your strength. I appreciate it.
Absolute fact.
And a lot of people don't even understand how much I do. You know what I mean? Because I do it all behind the scenes. I've never done anything for recognition or, I'm not putting a camera on me while I'm helping people out. That's the last thing I do. And, even talking about it right now seems kind of phony. I don't like putting it out there that I'm doing this behind the scenes because you just do it to do it. You do it because it's the right thing.
Because you're doing it for an altruistic reason. That's why it's something that you really believe in. It's something that you really genuinely want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When people need to be seen doing things all the time, they're not doing it for any genuine reason. They just want people to see them doing it so they can have people say, "Oh man, you're a good dude," or you're looking out for all these people. That's why they do that. That's anytime you see someone always in the spotlight helping someone. I mean, that's why.
That's the year 2025 for you right now, dude. Everybody's on the fucking phone, like they do anything. They're like this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I don't even know how there's criminals anymore. You can't get away with nothing. There's cameras everywhere,
dude. Fact, bro. It's a whole different world out there now for crime. I mean, like they could figure out anything, I think.
They got two-legged cameras that walk around everywhere.
Fact, bro. Two-legged rats, dude. Like they lost the front ones, dude.
It's crazy.
They've morphed. But I've been working on, dude. A lot of the shit I'm doing now is like, I'm posting all the reels on Instagram and shit. That gets me caught up a little bit. I want to get back to my YouTube shit because like this is where it's at. This is my foundation. This is what I love doing.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's more fun doing this. It's more interaction with, you know what I mean?
Bro. Everybody loves me out here, man. Salute for keeping it authentic and real all the time, man. Love the transparency. So many of the podcasters are out there sacrifice their character and popularity. Absolutely, man. You see all this shit going on right now in this fucking podcast, especially in the prison genre. I mean, you got guys that just like all they do is get on and talk about their fight stories or, you know what I mean? Like they never bring up the real issues like the mental health or, the medical shit or like the fact that they don't want to take lawsuits. No lawyers want to take lawsuits for guys in the joint. You know what I mean?
Well, a lot of them are lying too. That's the crazy thing. A lot of people are just getting on these podcasts and like telling other people's stories like it's their story.
Yo, absolutely, dude.
You know what I mean? It's nuts.
Yeah. But it's like there's real issues going on up there right now. Oh, let me bring this up, dude. This is very important, dude. I forgot all about it. I was going to talk about it. So I think either Monday or next Thursday or sometime soon, I got the boss, the head guy of Prisoners Legal Services is going to come on the show and we're going to talk about the deaths that have been happening inside the prison. No way. Yeah.
Oh, fine.
So they recognized what I'm doing. I was the first person to bring up the 5 deaths.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that. That's wild.
Yeah, I didn't even know it because I just talked about it because I seen it. And I'm like, whoa, dude, this is crazy, bro. How is all these people dying, right?
Yeah.
So, and they're all called unexpected deaths. Now, I got the paperwork and all the proof about it. Right. So what is really going on is they're lying about where they're dying. And what they're dying from. They're giving the mechanism and not the cause. Right. And so they're trying to blame it on K2. Okay. It's not K2.
Yeah.
They've done the tests. They've run the what are they called? Autopsies.
Yeah.
It's not K2. K2's not killing them, but what they're doing that's wicked sneaky and fucked up is they're employing certain people or doing it themselves to act like regular citizens and come in chats and come in like other like reels that I'm putting up and saying, oh, well, it's the K2, like saying like they know people and they talk to them and like it's K2. I delete the comment immediately.
Yeah.
Because it's bullshit, bro.
It is bullshit.
But I told and they've been having the same issue. They said, no, that is a fake person. They're leaving fake comments like saying it's K2. They're trying to influence people through social media.
Wow.
Which is wicked crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, think about how diabolical that is.
I mean, yeah.
They realize what we're doing out here. We're putting the message out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. That's a fact.
And so they're scared.
That's what they do. That's what social media was created for, I think, is to control everyone and try to, manipulate the way they think.
Thank you, Quad. Salute for keeping. Oh, yeah. I already read that one. Hey, you guys are the best, man. I appreciate you guys. You know what?
Absolutely.
We got 9 more minutes. to do this. We're gonna end this at 5:30. Is there anything else that you feel like is super important we should talk about right now?
I just, you know what, I do want to just mention, go like kind of bring it back
Yep.
to the Suboxone thing, right?
Yep.
Just because
Absolutely.
you know it's what we had this originally going to talk about. We went off on a little tangent, but all great conversation and great content. I think it needed to be said.
Yeah,
but
I needed to say it.
Absolutely, I could tell
it's on my chest so
but
heavy.
This is where this is the place to do that.
Yeah,
and if you don't talk about it, it just festers.
It's poison,
and then you make the wrong decision.
Yo, it's poison, bro. It is literally poison, and that's the best thing about this podcast that I've learned. Just going forward with this shit is that the more I talk, the better I get at speaking.
Yep.
But also the better I feel about myself.
Absolutely.
I realize I'm not the only one. You got people in the chat that are like, yo, I'm going through the same shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not the only one anymore.
Right.
I'm not alone, bro. And I felt alone for so long.
And
bro.
that's the worst thing in the world. That feeling of aloneness is the worst thing that you could feel. You know,
and you're hearing that coming from somebody who was a straight soldier. I never talked about this shit. And what I say when I say God changed my heart and shit, this is what I mean. Yeah. This is not the same guy. I would never talk about me anything considered soft.
Right, 100%.
You know what I mean? I was a straight up convict. That was my code, bro. Like, I only talked about what I was gonna do something about.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I was all about the action.
Right.
I anything to do with like dirt, whatever, dude, like I'm on that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it was just like I was a different human being. I was very, very aggressive.
Yeah.
I was domineering. Like if any relationship I had to be the dominant one. You know what I mean? Like I control the situation. I'm the guy. Like you listen to me, like or whatever. And I can't be like that.
No,
dude. There's no way you maintain real relationships like that.
Right.
Friendships don't work like that out here. And the more friends I lose, because I'm acting like this still, dude.
Right.
And I'm trying to check myself over and over and like bring myself back to reality. Yeah.
That's the thing. You'll get it. Because it's the biggest part of it is that you're aware of it. You see it, you know it. So once you see it and know and you're aware, now you're like, all right, now you can kind of start to like work on that. Like, because you can catch yourself. Like, you know what? I'm acting. This is crazy. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But I also don't want people to think I'm getting on you and I'm saying this shit just to like act like something. You know what I mean? I'm saying this because it's real and I'm getting off my chest and just to give you an example of what it really was like how much God changed me. You know what I mean? That's the reason why I'm saying it is like I'm telling you that so you can see just how much of a change there is. You might not believe it,
but it's transparent, man. Yeah. That's the thing. Like you don't even like when people watch the people that are on the chat right now, like, and tell me if I'm wrong. Anyone, please out there, tell me if you disagree with this. But like it comes off as sincere and real when it is sincere and real.
Yeah.
People see it.
Okay.
You know, when you watch other shows or whatever, like you know when someone's bullshitting.
Oh yeah.
Or they're real.
We're human lie detector tests. Anybody that's been through the trauma we've been through, and I made a reel about it, right? Like I put it up, I found it, but like that's so true, dude. Like we have been learned to detect danger. We've been literally programmed to detect the problems and the dangers and the potential issues
because they were non-stop. They're always there. So you're like, damn, where's the next one coming from?
Yo,
so you're leery of everyone you're around and who's coming into your life.
Yeah. And so like when I got out and every day it's when the other shoe's gonna drop. So like that's the way I was living my life. Like something bad is just about to happen.
Yeah.
And I still feel like that.
Yeah.
It's exhausting.
I
just want it to be normal. I just
almost 5 years out, man. And I still have days where I feel like that.
Richie Evans is.
What's up, Richie? My guy. I'm gonna be in touch this week, bro, for sure.
I'm sorry, buddy. You can keep. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I was just saying, like, you know, there's days now. Still, I have days that I feel like either, you know, I don't deserve this stuff, or I feel worthless, or you know, there's days where I just want to say, you know what, I'm just done. Like I'm tapping out. You know what I mean? Like I feel like nothing can go right for me. You know. Word. But then I have to check myself. And I look at my life and I go, well, shit, you got a beautiful fiance that loves you to death. You got a roof over your head. You're driving a car, like, you know what I mean? You got clothes on your back. You got good people in your life. It's not all that bad.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's actually
so you got to look at those good things in your life, man, and be like, and weigh it out. And like, you know what? This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. This is why I'm going through the struggles I'm going through and getting through it for these people right here.
Also, something I'm just realizing talking about it right now is the reason why it's so hard is because I'm trying so hard to be good.
Right. Just let it happen.
Yeah. Well, no. It's not even. Well, no. Well, I put effort into being the best version of myself.
Yep.
So it's not just effortless. I know being myself comes naturally.
Right.
It's not like I'm trying to be somebody, but the effort
just
comes
trying to be a better you.
Yeah, the effort
Which is
comes
what
in
it's supposed to
when
be.
I am you know, when something's happening and I'm putting effort into, like, you know, avoid the situation, or you know, go about it the right way, or
Right.
like even in relationships, I'm putting effort into be that good friend, or I'm putting effort into be the good husband, or be the good father.
Right.
That's where I'm talking about effort. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so it's hard for me in that way, where I'm just trying to do the best I can. But if I wasn't, it would be super easy. I could just do whatever I want, don't care about anybody's feelings, because that's how I was, and I could just be that dude that I was. That's why I was that dude, is because it was so easy, bro, and it didn't bother me whatsoever. If you hated my guts, as long as you could give me what I wanted, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Because there was no one else to worry about. It was just you. You don't have to worry.
You can hate me just as long as you fear me and respect me.
Absolutely.
Bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's how all kind of most prison bosses, they're or like guys that are like, you know, influential, they're like that.
Absolutely.
They don't care about you if you like them or not, dude. They're just fucking using you, dude.
In prison, especially when you're doing long time, like when you're doing long amounts of time, or you're doing a life bid or something. In prison, like you have to kind of be heartless, to make it. You know what I mean? Like you got to do what you got to do to survive, man. It's a crazy world.
Hell yeah.
But before real quick, I want to talk about the Sparks thing. But before I even say anything about the Sparks thing, I just do want to make one comment about like the relationship thing you said, and I just want to let like people know, like in my opinion anyway, and I know what has been working for me is like in a relationship, like you can't have a dominant one. You know what I mean? Like it's a team. Like you're a team. You know what I mean? So there's got to be compromise, and it's like, so Jess and I have a thing, like I was saying, like it's divide and conquer. You know what I mean? So she knows where my weaknesses and where my strengths are. You know what I mean? Yeah. She knows what I'm good at and what I'm not good at. She knows what I don't really want to do. You know what I mean? Like whether it's as far as like housework or this or that. Yeah. So it's like, but then she knows what I do well and what I will do and what I'm good at. So she's like, all right, babe, we need this, this, and this done. I'm going to do these two. You grab those two. Is that cool? Yeah. Bam. Got it. You know what I mean? And we just, you divide and conquer, man. Yeah. You know, you help out. It's a team.
But you said that she sacrifices for you in ways that I'm not. Like, I want to know what.
Oh no, like she. So yeah, she made. So first of all, she's always been an alpha. You know what I mean? She's never needed anyone. She stands on her own feet, takes care of herself. You know what I mean? Like, so she had to make that adjustment when we got together, because I also am used to being the alpha. Yeah. I'm used to taking care of the people. I'm used to doing everything. So,
but what does she do for you that makes you feel like you're loved at the house?
Well, this is what I'm saying. So she had to like take that step down, right? And realize, you know what? All right, I got to share for him. So she like gives me that space to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And not like try to like take my masculinity away or put me down in any way like that. You know what I mean? So it's like she knows I need that space to give me a man. So she knows, like, you know, like for instance, like, you know, taking out the trash. I feel it's a man. I got that, man. It's a man.
Right.
Like, shit like that. Yeah. So she'll leave it for me, not to be disrespectful, but to know she knows I'll let him handle that.
Right.
And then, like, you know, when I come home, you know, I go out all day and do what I do. I come home. Like on the couch, there's a seat on that couch. Like that's my seat. You know what I mean? And then I come home, like I got my little tables all set up, you know, and my cigarettes might be on the table, like a drink's on the table, like little things like that. You know what I mean? I come home and it's just
right.
And you know, I come home, I get changed and stuff. I get into the clothes, get comfortable. I go sit in my little spot. She hands me the remote, like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, because she really don't care what's on the TV. Like she'll look at her phone and play on her phone. But like she'll hear me, like you control the TV. You know what I mean? Like just little things like that. Like, and it just, you know, it's like it makes me happy, dude. When I want, like for instance, last night, Friday night is date night for us. Every Friday night. Yeah. Mandatory is date night. Yeah. So you know, we'll sit at home, we may have a cocktail or two, whatever, you know what I mean? And we'll watch movies, watch shows, and like, so I come home last night, you know, and I was exhausted, man. For the past 2 days, I've been driving from here to New Hampshire and back and like all this crazy stuff. So I was just wiped out, man. I did demolition all day. Then I had to go help a friend get in a sober house in Malden and all that stuff. So I get home about, you know, kind of late last night, like 5:30 or 6, 7, something like that. I walk in the door And like, there's my little. So I'm a sweet tot. Like, I got something over there hidden.
I know you do. Every time I see you, you got sweet tots.
I swear, I have an addiction to them, dude. I love them. So I come home, and there's 3 boxes of like different kinds of sweet tots, like chewy ones, the regular ones, stacked on my little table. You know what I mean? Like my drink set up, like the remote's right on the corner, like everything's set up nice. You know what I mean? I walk in, that's the first thing I see, and I just smiled. You know, and I'm like, it's little things, just little things like that. That's what it's like, doing the little things for each other.
Hell
you know,
yeah, bro.
Like every now and then, like I actually got to get back to it. I've been lazy, and
this is advice. This is advice for all you girls, bro, because this is why I'm doing it. Like
this is facts, and for the guys too, because it goes both ways. Yeah. Which is why, like, Jess, I apologize if you're watching now, or if you're gonna watch this later, which I'm sure you will. I have to get back to this, you know what I mean? Because I've been slacking on it. Like, so I used to write little notes for her. You know, like a little love note, just leave it on the pillow or leave it somewhere, so I know she's gonna find it later.
Right.
You know what I mean? That makes her happy, and then in me doing those little things, like that makes her happy.
No, absolutely.
So then she does the little things for me that she knows makes me happy. You know what I mean? And it's a give and take, man. It's a lot. Relationships are tough, man. It's a lot of work.
No, that's one of the hardest things going through. To go through for me out here so far is just being a good man for my daughter and for my girl.
Yeah.
Like, that's the most important thing. And when I say hard, I mean, like, I get sometimes, you know, confused. Like, I don't know what exactly to do because I haven't had a great example in my life. You know what I mean? Like, my father, you know, my brother died when I was 11. My father kind of went into himself and he was drinking a lot. And, you know, when I was a kid, it was like, I don't really remember much of that. And like, my father was always very like aggressive. He kind of like was short tempered and shit. He grew up with 9 brothers and sisters in a whole different era. So like he was a stoic person. He like kept everything in, didn't talk about his emotions. He was like a man.
From that, from that era, especially.
And so like, I that's the only example I have, you know, hold it in, go to your room and drink if you have a problem. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way to deal with it as a man. And like, now, like, coming out here, this is a different world and people have different expectations. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, so my girl is very, you know, she grew up in the projects, you know what I mean? And she's a great person, dude. Like, she's never been in trouble, never did drugs.
Right.
And I love her to death.
Yeah.
But sometimes it doesn't seem like that. You know what I mean? Like, she thinks it doesn't seem like that because I'm so isolated. When I have problems, I go to myself and I don't drink, I don't do drugs, but I do isolate and I do my social media shit or something. You know what I mean? Like, I do something else, but like, it's like, that's the way I know. And so like, I'm trying to change it around a little bit, like, force myself to get out of my comfort zone and go give her a hug, you know, it's like ego too. You know what I mean? You don't want to give, the ego is a big thing. Like
100%.
I don't want to
fucking horrible. It's a terrible thing, man. But that's the thing. So like, I did that even with Jessica. Like, that's how I've always been my whole life, man, is hold everything in. You know what I mean? Yeah. Same way, same thing. I was taught, like, my dad was murdered when I was 3 years old.
Yeah.
Down in the projects. And you know what I mean? Like, my uncle that was supposed to be who I looked up to as my role model, like, taught me all the wrong ways to live life. You know what I mean? All the wrong things to do. And so I didn't really know how to do that either. So like, I was always holding my stuff in.
Yeah.
Because like, and I'm the oldest out of my brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? My mother was in an abusive relationship after abusive relationship. Yeah. And so, you know, once I got old enough to kind of fix things a little, right? And so I was always the man. So I had to do all that stuff, right? But so Jess would give me that grace, right? It's Jessica's favorite word too, grace. She loves that word.
But it's a great word.
Yes, she would give me that grace, so where like she understands, like, that's how I grew up, that's all I know. So like, when I did isolate, you know, she wouldn't really get on me about it. Like, she'd just give me that space to work through it, and like, gently kind of talk to me about, like, you know, baby, if you need a talk, like, I'm always here. I got your back no matter what you need. You know, her favorite saying to me is, I got your back, your front, your side, wherever you need me to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
when Danielle talks to Chad, because Danielle and Chad, they have a relationship through the phone.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But he's learning relationship skills now before he even gets out, bro, which I think is
Absolutely.
huge too, because he's actually got a girl that's like not just like a cash cow or a canteen queen.
Right. Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. It's someone he really cares about and someone
Yeah.
who really cares about him.
And they expect to get out and be together. You know what I
Right.
mean? So like that's another thing. But he's serving a life sentence. And
Yeah.
so what our mission and goal is to make sure that he does reach the streets
Right.
and that he can do so in you know, not sooner rather than later. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because he's struggling right now.
Yeah.
His medical is terrible, but you know, the relationship part of it is like they're on the phone a lot. She always says, I got you 6. You know what I mean? I got you 6.
Yeah.
She's out here and she's got his back so fucking thorough.
No, I see it. She's on it. I see it.
Yo,
She honestly, I don't know her well. I met her one time,
Yeah.
you were in, but like just what I see her doing for him, like she really is. She's an amazing woman. Salute to you, Danielle.
Yeah, hell yeah,
She
Danielle.
really is an amazing woman, and
Yeah.
you know, she's really out here like holding him down
Word.
and doing the right thing.
Every
I respect
convict,
that.
yeah, every convict in there needs a girl like that. Bro.
Yeah.
You could learn a lot with someone like that, in
Yeah.
fact. But also, you know, being in the max rather than a Norfolk
Right.
or like, you know, a medium of that
Yes.
caliber.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
right. Somewhere where he may be able to get a little bit better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, because you leave from the max, bro. You're leaving with a different type of mentality, bro. And
Right.
you're going to be traumatized no matter what the
Yeah.
fuck you say. I don't care what kind of tough you are.
Yeah.
The tougher you are, the worse it's going to be for you. You're going to be traumatized even worse, bro, because we traumatize ourselves. You know what I mean? Like we put
Right.
ourselves through some crazy shit in there.
Yeah.
I made my own bid very, very tough.
So Danny, like, I mean, so any lifer, right? Any
Yeah.
lifer coming home, right?
Yeah, Chad.
Chad, I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
apologize. Chad. So I believe that they should have, you know, anyone doing over 20 years coming home
Mm.
should have like a certain amount of halfway house time
Yeah.
that, you know what I mean, that they give them automatically, like, all right, so, you know, you like a year before your release date. I think they should get at least a year of halfway house so
Right.
that they can slowly get back into society and like learn how to live out here and learn the changes. And there should be, you know, counseling within that house on stuff like this. You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah,
There should
bro.
be. That's just my opinion. That's what needs to happen. Like the feds give you. Everyone goes to the halfway house. You know, typically you get 6 months, right? But anyone doing like I think
So
it's over
everybody in
10
the feds
years.
has to go to the halfway house?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to. You can refuse the halfway house if
Then
you
what?
want to, but then you just stay for another 6 months or whatever you got.
Okay.
So it's like either because even when you go to the halfway house, like, you're still technically a federal inmate.
Yeah.
You're just in the halfway house.
I've seen
you
them
get
there.
a chance of getting from the halfway house on the bracelet. Like I went home on the
Yep.
bracelet from the halfway house.
Oh, nice.
So I did my halfway house time at my house. So I did my last couple months of prison time in my house. You know
I
what I mean?
seen them there at the Hope House. They come there, the federal guys, like, and same thing with the Gosnell on the Cape.
Yeah,
Like, they
yeah,
go
yeah.
to detoxes straight from fucking the feds. It's weird, bro.
Yeah.
We had the feds. They're the only people that are allowed actually into the facility.
Right.
So like they pull up with the black SUVs and they're walking in there. I'm like, yo, dude, that's crazy. And you
Yeah,
know what's
yeah.
funny is the dude was in the feds, right? He was from like Nantucket or something, and he called in a false mayday. He was like, Mayday, Mayday, I'm going down. And then he gave him the coordinates off the coast right outside his house.
Yeah.
So he has a party at his house. And all these guys are sitting there dying, laughing, drinking beers and shit. Fucking,
Oh my
God, I could see you, but we're going down. Like,
yeah.
yo, and they're all flying around. Like,
No
we can't
way,
see you.
dude.
We can't find you.
That's
Yo,
crazy.
this dude went to the feds and got 2 years in the feds for that, and then had to go. Then he started his tour through the halfway houses. And
That is funny,
yo,
dude.
it's
That's
ridiculous.
nuts.
That shit was hilarious. I told him, I'm like, yo, would you tell him you were in there for like fucking killing somebody or something? Or he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that says it really.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
2
But,
years for that.
um,
Wow.
I think we're gonna end this now. This is
Yeah.
just an hour. I appreciate everybody for showing up. You guys are the best.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody.
Please hit the like button on the way out. I'm glad I got to do something like this. This was a little bit different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Very
Yeah.
different than the usual.
Yeah.
But if you
I like it though. The little makeshift studio. I love it, man.
yeah, yo, see,
Should have seen him in here hooking this place up. It was
Yeah.
great.
dude, I got all the shit to make a studio. We're gonna be doing some big things soon. You know what I mean? I got
Absolutely.
everything, bro. Like,
Absolutely.
I got my fucking mixer, I got the mics, I got the arms. You know what I mean? As you can see, the Rode arms. These things all cost a lot of money. I got the tablet, I got this,
Right.
I got the camera up there. This is a lot of shit, but it's worth it, bro.
It's
Because
definitely worth it.
what we're doing here is different.
It is, and we're doing something good. In all honesty, man, like we're doing something good.
We're doing something fun.
So we're on.
And
First
it's
of
bringing
all,
in money.
it helps us,
Yeah.
right? like mentally and everything. Like
Yeah.
I feel so much better after I do
Me too.
a live or I do a show or anything. Like I just feel better
Hell
because
yeah.
I was able to talk about a lot of stuff
Word.
and get it out. You know what I mean?
And people are saying, yo, like, we're here for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's
No,
the best part
it's
too.
huge, man. When you see the support
Hell yeah.
that comes with it too, like a lot of the like, you know, most
Someone said someone said the little guy's my favorite.
who's that? Who said that?
I'm gonna show you. There's a lot of comments. there,
That's
but hold on.
funny.
Actually, there's not that many comments.
I'll respond to any comments later on too, just so you guys know. I'm sorry, I'm slow responding to the comments. I try to get on it, but
My
I'll get
favorite
better
is
at
the
it.
little guy, Chef Ken Burnham.
Chef Ken Burnham. I don't know who that is, but I love that though. That's awesome. Salute to you. I'll
Yeah.
take it.
That's funny, dude. Right? I love him too. He's my
That's
favorite.
hilarious.
Too.
Oh,
Him, it
man.
goes him, then my boy Danny. That's watching from that. He's watching from a halfway house right now.
Yes, Danny,
so-
keep it up too, man.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing, bro. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Just you know how it goes. The struggle is real, man. You got to work on you, though.
Yeah.
Work on yourself. You're gonna be great.
Fact, bro. He's got it in him, dude. He's
You definitely
working,
got
bro.
it.
I give him books to read and he reads them. You know what I mean? I give
Right.
him little tasks to do with the social media. Like, look at this, learn how to
Yeah.
do this. He's doing it. You know what I mean? So I think he's gonna be hopefully a good member of the team. And
He
we're gonna
definitely gonna be. He just
Yeah.
gotta work on that inside stuff, man, and everything else is
Fact.
gonna unfold. I
go through
promise
the
you.
process.
I
That's it.
promise you.
And I told him too, also, like, the harder you work for something, the less likely you are to give it up, right? So it's like drug
Absolutely.
money. If you get it fast, you spend it fast, your recovery. If you put a lot of work into it, it's gonna be a lot. You're gonna think about it a lot
Yeah.
more before you give that up because you just
100%.
know how much you put into it before you get. You know
It
what I
means more to you.
mean? Fact.
That easy come, easy go stuff that don't mean nothing.
Yeah,
Like that's why I'm broke all the time, man. I never had any value on money.
yeah.
It was easy come,
Yeah.
easy go.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, everyone can have some, you
Yeah.
know.
I've been working hard to get money. Dude, there's not much money in this, and if I was doing it for the money,
No.
I would have quit a long time ago.
Absolutely,
but-
facts. I would have quit this whole re-entry, recovery, this stuff. I would have quit all this stuff
Yeah,
because none of it makes a lot of money. Like,
Nah,
I don't get paid to do the things I do.
yeah. But it
Most
does.
of the stuff I'm doing, I just out there doing it for free.
We need it to help it.
But it-
you know what I mean? So
yeah.
if you do want to support,
100%.
I'm gonna run this right now just for a couple of seconds, just for the people who watch it on the rerun. This is my Cash App. I usually have my PayPal on there. Actually, I don't know where it is. Oh, right here. So this is my Cash App and my PayPal. For anybody on the rerun that wants to support and help, this is the way to do it. If you want to, you can leave super chats, things like that. I'm not asking you for money. Don't get it
Right.
twisted. I'm telling you, if you want to support, you can support like this. It is much appreciated, and it goes a long way because this is my job.
It
This is what I
definitely
do.
does.
What I do is I carry around a backpack with all this stuff in it everywhere I go, and we have tons of videos recorded. It's just the editing process. Like I
Right.
can't edit and record at the same time, so I'm doing all these recordings and
Right.
videos, and I don't get a chance to sit down and edit. So now, like right now, I mean, I could be editing, but like I'm doing this because I thought it was very important to get this stuff off my chest, to talk to you about
Yeah.
it, and if I'm going through it, other people are going through it too.
Absolutely.
So I figured I'd give it back to you guys. You know what I mean? So that's really the
I mean, really, that's how it comes. What it comes down to, right? Like people that do look out and send money or whatever to help out. Like it's giving it back. It's give and take on,
Yeah.
on this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're on
Yeah.
here doing our thing to give it back to the people, and you know what I mean.
Word.
It's just we're all looking out for each other. You know what I mean?
and there's a quote in here, like I keep it all the time, like, and it's so real. Like it basically says, like, you hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick. I don't know if I will be able to, but even if I can't, there's tons of other ones I keep marked off. As you can see, I'm into the Bible. I have all the little tabs on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I read the Bible because it's important. There's so much knowledge and wisdom in here. Even if you're not into God, you can learn a lot about life just in here. Relationships, everything, man. This is the recovery Bible. So this Bible here has information about recovery and how to get through it. Like this right here. The sailors were terrified when they heard this, for he had already told them he was running away from the Lord. Oh, why did you do it? They groaned. And since the storm was getting worse all the time, they asked him, what should we do? What should we do to you to stop the storm? Throw me into the sea, Jonah said, and it will become calm again. I know that this is a terrible storm, is all my fault. Instead, the sailors rowed even harder to get the ship to the land, but the stormy sea was too violent for them, and they couldn't make it. Then the Lord cried out to the Lord, Jonah's God. Oh Lord, they pleaded, don't make us die for this man's sin. and don't hold us responsible for his death, oh Lord. You have this. Then the sailors picked Jonah up and they threw him into the raging sea, and the storm stopped once, and the sailors were awestruck by the Lord's great power. I don't know what the message is in that, right? But there is a strong message in it. I opened it up and I got that because it was highlighted.
Yeah.
I don't know why I highlighted it, but I just thought it was like powerful. But I do that all the time. Like I'll just read this shit and I'll highlight certain spots and shit. But
yeah,
like,
absolutely.
That was a random one. I don't know why it's there, but you know, it is. But don't let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God and trust also in me. There is more than enough room in my Father's home. If this were not so, would I have told you that I am going to prepare a place for you? When everything is ready, I will come and get you, so that you will always be with me wherever I am. And you know the way to where I am going. No, we don't, Lord Thomas said. I'm not going to read you a whole book, but like this is basically saying like, I tell you the truth. Anyone who believes in me will do the same works I have done, and even greater works, because I am going to be with the Father. You can ask for anything in my name, and I will do it.
Huh.
That's the ending of that verse, and that's why I have it, underlined.
Right.
Because that's the basics of all of this.
Yeah.
You can ask for anything in his name and he will do it. And I've learned that is true in all kinds of ways. It's not exactly what you ask for, but he will do it.
Right. I mean, it's as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do, like,
oh, I'm frozen.
It's going to come. Yeah. I seen that. It looked like it had stopped. I don't know. All right. Did it stop?
Maybe. But that was God in any type of way. Everything happens for a reason.
That's crazy, right? Yeah.
But so check it out, man. I appreciate everybody for showing up. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe. You guys already know what time it is, man. We're living this life, bro. We're on this shit, and we'll be back soon.
Absolutely.
You could subscribe and become a member for $2.99. Hit the join button. It's in every description of every video. You just hit join, and boom, it'll take you to a place where you can pay $2.99. That's $3 total to support something great. You guys already know what time it is. W number. Ow! Boom.
Nice.